Saturday and Sunday.
So usually when there's a guest on the show, we kind of have a designated topic to cover, and that's kind of the case with our next guest. But I gotta tell you, I kind of feel like I bumped into somebody at a restaurant or something, and I don't want the conversation to end because we're just kind of catching up and getting to know each other. This is Hannah Lowe. She is a freshman at Chattanooga State, a recent graduate of Skyuka Hall, and a newly published author in town. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too.
I said what I did about just kind of catching up and talking life with you because the truth is, Hannah, there's so much we can talk about. Obviously your book, but I do want to talk to you too as we go on about your path and your journey, because for any teenagers watching or parents of teenagers watching, you can be pretty inspirational. So
yeah,
let's start with the book.
Okay.
When did you get it published?
I wrote it in 2020, but I self-published it on Amazon, and I put it up there on, I guess it was like February, March 2021 was when I finally got it up on Amazon.
Okay, and you're a good secret keeper because your parents are here today. They had no idea that you were working on this until you got it completed.
Yeah, no, I didn't tell them. I didn't tell a ton of people or anything. I probably just told a few people, but I guess I am a good secret keeper if you consider that. I was just working on it just in my free time at home, and with COVID, I had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a process for sure, but here it is. You're holding it right now.
So the reason that I said she can be inspirational for people is that you did something that was pretty brave. Your parents encouraged you to do it. The whole thing about life is that we evolve and we grow, that's the hope, as we get older. So as you went through your teenage years, your parents wanted to kind of tap into you and let you open up some sides of yourself that hadn't opened up yet. So you very bravely left the high school you had gone to, and your senior year, you left your friends and your teachers who you dedicate the book to, and you went to Skyuka Hall.
Yes.
Which is a very small school here in town, but it's known for really teaching kids on a totally individual level.
Yeah.
Is that what happened for you?
As someone who went there, that is true. I can attest to that. Yeah. It's a smaller environment, but for people who may be struggling academically or socially or in some way, it definitely helps to go there, because I was definitely struggling to figure things out, of course, and going there was helpful. It was a hard adjustment at first, because going to a new school your senior year is insane, but
right.
it helped me for sure.
So I'm trying to do the math in my head. If you finished this book in February of 2021, was that part of your time at Skyuka?
No. I mean, I had it written for almost a year before. I had it done for almost a year before I published it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wrote it not including August and September, but the time frame was May to November of 2020. So when I was 16 and 17 years old was when I wrote this book.
So it's kind of, I mean, the book is called Losing Faith, Gaining Hope. Hope is actually a 16-year-old girl.
Yes, the protagonist, and Faith is her older sister. When people write books usually, or when they write anything, the title is usually the last thing, but oddly enough, I had the idea, and I could come up with the title because, Hope and Faith are like, it's two of the characters, and it's just words, descriptors, I guess,
right.
Attributes. And so I just remember coming up with that idea, and I was just like, oh my gosh, eureka, the light bulb moment. It was perfect, and I kind of knew where I was going with it at first. And so it was kind of exciting. I was just like, I have a title and I have an idea, and here we go.
I only have a couple of minutes left with you, and that's not nearly enough time to give you to talk about your book.
I have free time. I could be back if you want.
Okay, but who do you think would most benefit from reading your book? Because you can get it on Amazon.
Yes, you can.
Is it good for teenagers?
Yes, although I do want to put out there content warning, This is some heavy subject matter. But I think teenagers who are in a similar position as I was, of just struggling with whether it was their mental health or just external factors in their life. I would say teenagers who are just lost and struggling would benefit from this.
And I would say that teenagers, by their very nature, can have a hard time realizing that life goes on beyond teenager.
Yep, and I can attest to that too. I definitely was having trouble with that, for sure.
And yet here you are.
Here I am.
With this success.
Yes.
Parents who are beaming over there right now because they're watching you with your success and looking forward to your future. And it all came from taking a pretty bold step. So congratulations to you, Hannah.
Thank you so much.
The book is called Losing Faith, Gaining Hope. We're all home with our kids this time of year. Listen to them. And if you as a parent or a grandparent feel like there's something that they need, don't deny your own inner voice to give them a chance to embrace theirs. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nothing shows you breaking news and stunning views from where you live like Local Sky 3. Coverage you can count on. Only on Local 3 News.
Presented by TVFCU.
Holiday season is here and Linderman's Furniture is having its biggest mattress sale of the year. All Sealy bedding 20 to 30% off. Is snoring, acid reflux, or back pain keeping you awake? Come try our queen adjustable beds with mattress starting at $15.98. Split king adjustable bed with mattresses starting at $23.98. Everything in stock and delivered in days. Free delivery and free disposal of your old bedding. Linderman's Furniture, North Georgia's best kept secret.
We all have accidents, but would you clean your rug this way? I'm Ginger, owner of Interior Care since 1988. As all rugs are unique, we designed the cleaning of your rug to get the best possible outcome. We also offer stain protection repair and custom rug pads, including a moisture barrier pad protecting your floors from spills or pet accidents. Interior Care also cleans other surfaces such as carpet, upholstery, leather, and drapes. The training's up to you. Leave the cleaning to us.
1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want
on the Jennifer Hudson Show, please welcome Wendy McClendon Covey.
We have 7 cats, which is
7?
a normal amount. 8 is crazy, but 7 is fine.
Plus, Kirby Howe back to you. Come on out.
Sponsored locally by TVFCU.
We never know quite who we're going to be hanging out with when our show starts each and every day. As you know, we have 5 or 6 guests every day on the show, bringing their own unique story and flavor and fun to share with you on weekday mornings. This one might kind of take the cake. I'm just sitting here hanging out with a raccoon named Shadow, along with Eric Jackson and Zay Burton from the Chattanooga Zoo. Good to talk to all 3 of you, I'll say.
Hey, good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well.
I mean, how can you have a bad day when we're sitting here hanging out with a raccoon?
That's right.
Right.
So Shadow is 3 years old?
He is turning 4 in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell the story you just shared with me about how you came? So he was owned as a pet. Somebody had him and a fox named Ember that ended up being confiscated by the TWRA and given to y'all because they couldn't live in the wild since they had been humanized from infancy. So they still live together at the zoo, is that right?
Oh yeah, they're very close.
Does he know he's a raccoon?
If he doesn't know, then he's a crazy little cat. He gets into pretty much everything.
I mean, I think a lot of people are interested, I would be, in sitting here watching him just hang out in your lap. Like, could Eric pet him if he wanted to? You have to be careful who pets him, right?
Correct, yeah. So raccoons are rabies vectors, which means that they can carry the virus without showing symptoms. In order to prevent the spread of that, we only allow rabies vaccinated folks to interact with him. So I'm fully vaccinated. Eric is not, so he can't be climbing in Eric's lap like this, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to bring that up so that people wouldn't think we're just being reckless here. You're being very careful how you handle him in the studio. it's fun to have a chance to bring these ambassador animals, because when people come to the zoo just to visit, they wouldn't see him, would they?
No, normally Shadow's kind of off exhibit, but occasionally I know Zay likes to walk Shadow around the zoo, and people get a kick out of it all the time.
So we're holding a segment that we did on location at the zoo that we're going to bring to you kind of that week, I think, leading up to Christmas. When the kids are out of school, we thought it'd be fun to share with you, and you're going to want to see it because Eric and Darty Long took us behind the scenes as part of your Asian Lantern Festival. We went and saw the red panda.
Yep,
that
we
one's
got
aired.
really close to them.
It was so fun. But then we got to go and feed the giraffes. That is something that people can actually do at the zoo, right? You can pay to feed those giraffes?
Yeah, so they, on certain days they can come to the zoo and we'll have specific giraffe feedings and people can line up and get up close and personal with the 3 giraffes that we have.
So I brought that up, one, because it's been so much fun to talk about. It was just really one of those great moments in life to get to feed this giraffe named George.
They are larger than life.
They are huge.
Yeah.
And they have very long tongues and they're very greedy.
And slobbery.
Yes. But the other thing is that if you are considering a gift to give, if you're a grandparent out there and maybe are wondering what to give as a gift for the family, give a zoo membership because there's always something to do.
Yes, yeah, we are constantly trying to think of new ways and new things to bring to the Chattanooga community. You know, the event that we have going on right now is the Asian Lantern Festival. We've been getting a lot of positive reviews, and what better way to kind of bring in the Christmas spirit of the holiday season than with Asian Lantern Festival tickets.
Right.
So
now when you go to the Lantern Festival, it's a separate ticket than just getting into the zoo, right?
Yes, so it is a separate ticketed event than just regular general zoo admission.
Okay.
But it is totally worth it.
So do you, if you're wanting to go to it, do you buy a general admission ticket and then you kind of add on, or do you just, is there a choice to just buy for the Asian Lantern?
So there is a choice. It is a completely separate ticketed thing. You can buy tickets online at www.chatzoo.org, or you can buy them right up at the gate.
Okay, but it really begins, its beauty is when the sun goes down, right?
Yes, so it starts from 6 to 10, and you know, because of the time change, the sun's been going down about 6, so usually about 6:37 is when it's completely dark and those lanterns just come alive.
It's a great thing to consider doing. It'd be a great date. During the holiday season, or when the kids are out of school and they're bored and waiting for Santa to come and they're antsy to go. Because it's, I mean, I've forgotten how many lanterns you have.
It's about 40, so
and
quite.
each one of them is handmade.
Yes,
right?
so yeah, they were handcrafted by artisans. They were carefully painted. Each one kind of tells their own story.
Yeah.
And so we just want to share that with people.
When they come, people come to the zoo, they do learn a lot more. You mentioned the stories of the lanterns. They learn, look.
Oh my gosh.
Did y'all see that? He just reached out his hand.
Look at that.
That is the cutest thing. They still can't quite see what I can see because they can't be on that side of you, but his little hand just reached right out. Sorry, Eric, I lost
no, you're fine.
my train of thought. What are you feeding him, Zay?
He's getting trail mix. So he gets a little mix of raisins, peanuts, banana chips, all his favorite. He has a big sweet tooth.
And I guess I should say this to you too, but most people know it, but do not try to feed raccoons in the wild. They will never quit coming around, will they?
Very true, very true. And again, you don't really want to mess with any wild animals, especially raccoons, since they can carry that virus and not show it.
I know I have to find something to say, but I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
I'm just sitting here. When he got, a minute ago, he was up on the couch, and we watched him climb up there, and he looked like a little old man trying to climb up. I've got to wrap it up, but man, if Shadow does not make you want to go and get it, here he goes, watch him, get a membership to the zoo.
This is his world, we're just living in it.
Chatzoo.org. That's all I have to tell you. Go have a good time. The Lantern Festival, by the way, is up and running until mid-January.
Correct.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company is going to ask you to sign some papers. Don't do it.
Watch out. You may be entitled to money your insurance company isn't telling you about.
Don't trust the insurance company after your wreck. You could miss out on a lot of money.
Call us and we'll watch out for you.
The Insiders watched out for me and got me $135,000.
I'm Brent.
And I'm Jay. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us.
It's just that easy.
Call 265-1100.
Life is full of ifs. If you see the potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, or if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro, safeguard against surprises, and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
Chef Lynn Buffet in East Ridge has fully reopened the buffet. Enjoy a large array of delectable dishes like seafood, fresh sushi, and grilled-to-order hibachi. Chef Lynn, the perfect place to visit with family and friends for a delicious lunch, brunch, or dinner. The past few months have not been easy for anyone, but Chef Lynn is so thankful for your support over the past 20 years, even during hard times. Visit us here in East Ridge to continue celebrating all your favorite Chinese dishes. Go see the chef, Chef Lynn.
It's twice as nice at the new Mango's in Red Bank. Mango's showroom is twice the size, twice the sofas and chairs, twice the dining tables, twice the lamps. More of all the decor that makes a house a warm, inviting home. Buy one item or the whole room. Mango's selection can update any room in your home. And don't forget the jewelry and candles for gift giving.
Come see us at Mango's.
Cute name, great prices for everything in your home.
Recent injury keeping you from getting out? Mobility at Home sells and rents wheelchair ramps so you can get your freedom back. We also have a wide variety of scooters to fit your needs, compact and transportable. Mobility at Home. We make everyday life accessible.
We all know when something feels just right. It's the smallest victory, or simply a moment of peace. It's what feels good, and what feels like home. Badcock Home Furniture and more. Just right.
I finally realized I needed to file disability. The first attorney's office I called was just rude, so my mom suggested I call Warren and Griffin. What a difference. They were so polite and helpful. They really went the extra mile for me, and they never make me feel bad for needing disability benefits. Thank you, Warren and Griffin. 5 stars.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
Do you have questions about Social Security disability?
Give us a call at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878.
We are your local law firm.
The Rooms to Go New Year sale is going on now, and things are looking good. Buy stylish new pieces, stunning new packages, and get 55-month interest-free financing. Picture it, room after room of amazing furniture, the hottest living rooms, gorgeous bedrooms, elegant dining rooms, and more. With low monthly payments and 55-month interest-free financing. It's time to celebrate. The Rooms to Go New Year sale is going on now.
Badcock's New Year's clearance event is your time to buy more and save more. Hurry in to save 5, 10, 15, or 20% with select minimum purchases. Don't wait, sale ends soon. Badcock Home Furniture and more. Just right.
Do you suffer from mobility problems, joint pain, fatigue, recent surgery? Then a lift chair from Mobility at Home may be right for you. Mobility at Home has the largest selection of lift chairs for sale or rent in town. You're sure to find the right fit at Mobility at Home. We make everyday life accessible.
Count on Local 3 News for more local stories.
So by now, I'm sure you've made a trip or two to the mall. Your holiday shopping is in full swing, and all that shopping gets you hungry, doesn't it? So we are at Northgate Mall talking with Joe Waller, who has the Sleepy Sloth Cafe behind us. Nice to see you.
You too.
I think your approach to this is fantastic because we're all used to the food courts at the mall. That's not who you want to be. You are kind of gourmet, home cooking in a way.
Yes.
At the mall. Quality.
Yes, yeah, because that's one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to be different. I wanted to kind of go back to the basics because, you know, it's like everybody's doing fancy things and, you know, and I remember growing up as a kid, some of my best times was just, you know, going to the general store, you know, grabbing an ice cream with my parents or my grandparents or having a deli sandwich or stuff. And that's what I kind of wanted to bring here.
My husband has this way of saying that it's better to do a few things well than a lot of things mediocre. So you have a limited menu, but it allows you to do your few things well. You've kind of kept it to wraps, sandwiches, and salads, right?
Yes, yeah, because I decided with that, just, you know, use premium meats, use the premium products, the meats, the cheeses, the breads, because it's sandwiches are, you know, I like food, it's obvious. But with sandwiches, it's not only just flavor, but it's texture.
Mhm.
You know, so you know how you slice your meat, how you slice your cheeses, what you do with the bread. All that actually matters in a sandwich.
Let's talk about the flavor, however, because when we were here last time, we stopped off at the Funky Monkey. You actually have a booth there. You
Yes.
make these beautiful cutting boards. So then Connie and you kind of opened up shop over here, as I understand it, with the Sleepy Sloth, but y'all both love the give back
Yes.
to the vendors that are in your store. So you use 2 local vendors on the products that you have here at Sleepy Sloth, right?
Yeah, I do. Our coffee actually is imported from Brazil. I have Chris from 10 Point Coffee. He's based out of Saudi Daisy. He roasts our coffee for us. Then I have Josh. He's one of our local chefs here in Chattanooga. He makes our sauces for us. He started out making hot sauces, and that's how we found him when he was over at the Funky Monkey. And I asked him, could he do something for our sandwiches? And so that's how he came up with the Serenity sauce.
You also know that the mall is the best place to be when you're a kid. A lot of folks are going to be coming to get their pictures with Santa Claus, and the kids, nothing wrong with the sandwich, but they want the sweets. So you've got that on the menu too. You've got great milkshakes and ice creams, right?
I do. We use premium ice creams. In our milkshakes, we have sundaes and other ice cream products. We're looking at expanding and bring ice cream sandwiches. There's a local cookie place in town that I'm trying to work with to bring their cookies in. One of the things I wanted to do with the sweets was, because you always had that one kid when you go to school who always had that one snack everybody wanted to trade with.
Yeah.
And that's how we picked our sweets and our snacks for our for that section, was to say, okay, I want this one, I want that one. What did you want as a kid?
Right.
And so that's how we kind of picked our menu.
It's a small looking cafe, but the ideas are endless, and they know who their customers are and what they're wanting. So I'm going to kind of ping pong around a little bit. Back to your cutting boards.
Yes.
That you do. Remember the days when you would go to the mall and you could get the Hickory Farms gift boxes that were so appealing and send the sausages and cheeses out? And those days have kind of come and gone until now, because you've brought them back with your own personal touch.
I did. I have, because of my cutting boards, I wanted to bring something in for a gift basket idea. And so I brought in some salamis, some specialty salamis and cheeses and crackers and things of this nature that people are used to having during the holidays. And so they can come in and we can custom engrave their board. So they can come in and we pick their board out and pick, what they want in their gift basket.
Sure.
So it's about as personal as you can get. So when somebody can, from start to finish, they can pick the board, they can pick the image, they can pick their products. It just gives that extra special meaning when they give it.
I know you're putting in some long hours, so I don't know how you're standing. There must be coffee in that cup.
There is, yes.
But you are also able to cater. So if you're
Yes.
going to a breakfast meeting, or you want to take something to your child's school, you name it, because y'all have cinnamon rolls and all types of things.
We brought in pastries. We're a platter service. I don't staff a full service. So if there's like a platter of sandwiches, or if you want some pastries, we sell our muffins and pastries by the dozen. You can call us up ahead of time and say, hey, look, I'll take a dozen of your muffin. This is what I want. We can have them ready for pickup. There are times where we're able to deliver. If I have time, we have the staff available, and depending on location. Yeah, that's.
So for the hungry folks who come shopping and they think, okay, I'm going to get lunch at the Sleepy Sloth, do you have a favorite sandwich?
Yeah, actually, it is. It is our house special. It's a cordon bleu sandwich. It is a chicken and ham with pepperoni and pepper jack cheese and our Serenity sauce. We recommend it on the sourdough bread. That's what started everything. We use it. We use it as a fundraiser sandwich. So some of the proceeds go to some of our organizations that we donate to.
Okay.
We started with that sandwich, and then the next best sandwich is our Reuben.
Oh, good.
Reubens are. I learned that Reubens are really big around here.
Yeah.
Everybody loves their Reuben, and so. And people challenge me, okay, how's your Reuben? Because I'm the guy that, there's a Reuben on the menu, I'll try it. And that's how I kind of gauge the menu.
I like the Reuben too.
And so we've gotten a lot of good response from that.
So you can come and find which one is your favorite. I mean, you probably heard him skirt over the issue, but we learned it in talking to Connie last week at the Funky Monkey. It is true with Joe here at the Sleepy Sloth. It's not just the business side, it's the community side. They love the give back. You'll just have to become their customer to learn more about what it is that they're doing, but they would love to see you at the Sleepy Sloth Cafe. Come hungry, come often, and good luck getting through the season. It's going to be a good one for you.
Thank you very much.
My Fair Lady is coming to the Memorial Auditorium, and Local 3 wants you to win a pair of tickets. Get ready for all the classic songs in the show critics called the most perfect musical of all time. Enter to win every day on Local 3's Facebook page.
Neighbors make a neighborhood. TVFCU is proudly providing home loans.
Does your home need new siding? Let us guide you through the process of re-siding your home. We take off your old, rotted, worn out siding and install new, beautiful, hardy siding. And believe me, you're gonna love it. There's no need to paint because it comes pre-painted in a variety of colors. Call us today and receive free gutters or no payments for 1 full year. Choose the best to better your home. Visit ChattanoogaExteriors.com or call us at 805-3800.
Been hurt on the job. Watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company doctor may try to tell you that you don't need a lawyer.
Watch out. The insurance company may not pay for all your medical bills.
And watch out for deadlines that can kill your case.
Call us and we'll watch out for you.
The insiders watched out for me and got me $225,000 in workers' comp benefits.
I'm Brent.
And I'm Jay. If you've been hurt on the job, call us.
It's just that easy.
Hurt on the job? Call 265-1100.
A leg and thigh dinner from Bojangles for just $5.99?
That's a New Year's resolution.
Probably won't last long.
Get more flavor this year from Bojangles for $5.99. It's bow time.
Come see Local 3's Thunder at the World of Wheels Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
We're making buffalo chicken casserole.
What's better than that? Turning it into a dippable dinner. Plus, Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs, next Rachel.
Weekdays at 2 on Local 3.
When talking about those New Year's resolutions and beginning 2023 on the right start, it's easy to think about weight loss and a better workout routine and that type of thing. But don't forget about your smile. That lets people know right away what kind of a mood that you are in. And Scott DeFalco with Power Swabs has brightened our day for a long time now. He's back this morning because if your smile looks good, you feel good, right, Scott?
You know it, Julie, and you're always smiling, so you're always in a good mood as well. And really, it's what you lead with. It's the first and last thing people notice about you. I don't know about you, but my New Year's resolution is gone already. I already cheated on it, so why not have a bright white smile in less than 5 minutes with Power Swabs?
Hey, you know what? I'll help you spin this thing. So that's the whole thing, because sometimes a resolution requires a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of willpower. Power Swabs makes it easy, right?
They make it easy, yeah, they really do. You can do it in the privacy of your own home for about 1/5 of the price than if you went to the dentist. I'm going to do a fast demo for your viewers here in just a second, but we're going to jump to the Would You Rather test right now, Julie, to show people the difference and really the transformation from yellow stained teeth to a bright white smile and how much it can affect your professional and personal life. And I'll get into another story about that in just a minute about me and my girlfriend. But we did the Would You Rather test. We paneled 100 ladies and said, who would you rather spend time with or possibly kiss? The gentleman on the left with the yellow stained teeth or the guy on the right with the bright white smile? Same guy, Julie. All we did was change the shade of his teeth. I think you know the answer to this one.
Yeah. So how long does it take, though? I think we've had this conversation, but the holidays have come and gone. It's a pretty quick result, isn't it, Scott?
Yeah, it's less than 5 minutes. I'm going to do that demo right now for your viewers because when you get the Power Swabs in the mail, you get a box of 7 stain out swabs, box of 7 whitening swabs, and all you do, Julie, is pop the stain out swab open first, and you're rubbing on your teeth just like I'm doing here for only 2 minutes. Obviously, we have TV time constraints. But over the 2 minutes, we actually remove the stains, but we also hydrate our enamel. Now, the reason why people love this product so much, Julie, are really 3 reasons. Number one, you're getting results quick. I'm showing your viewers that right now. It works on all dental surfaces, which is a big deal because people pay thousands of dollars for those procedures, and over time, their smile goes uneven because they stain. Not anymore. Power Swabs actually lifts those stains, but I feel the biggest advantage of the product and what people love the most is that there's no sensitivity. And that's because With the stain out swab, we hydrate the enamel. When you use the strips and the trays, they really hurt because they take the moisture out. So you do that for 2 minutes, then you pop open the whitening swab, another 2 minutes, and that's it, Julie. I am done, and there's the shade chart on your screen. What I just did, in less than 5 minutes, you're going to get on average 2 shades whiter. You're only going to do that once a day for 7 days and get up to 6 shades whiter. Best part, results last up to 6 months. So literally in 7 days, you're going to be that person on the right in the Would You Rather test.
Wow. Okay, so now y'all are helping people because we've all spent our money at the holidays with a discount. So when you purchase the power swabs, you do it for the 7 days. The results could last for 6 months. That's a pretty good return on your investment.
Yeah, it really is. And we also have the on-the-go stain out quick stick for the daily maintenance, because once you're done with the week treatment, Julie, how do we keep our teeth white during the day when we're having our coffee or maybe that happy hour red wine? We don't have time to brush them. So you're going to use this. It's free today. It's part of our biggest discount ever, which is 50% off, plus free shipping, plus the free quick stick. All you need to do to get that special is to call the 1-800 number that's on your screen. Start the new year off right with a brand new smile.
Okay, I think that you and I have had this conversation before, Scott. When you mentioned the red wine or the coffee, when using your product, you don't have to abstain from those things, do you?
Yeah, another thing that people love about the product is that we don't have to give up any of our guilty pleasures. And let's be honest, we're not going to. And with power swabs, you don't have to. And that's because of the on-the-go stain out quick stick. You pretty much use it like I did with the swab. Rub it on your teeth for only a minute or two. Actually lifts those stains before they set in to keep your smile bright and white throughout the day. Valued at $20. Today it's free, Julie.
And last thing before I let you run is that because you're in control of it, you've taught us that you can hit specific teeth because sometimes they take the whitening better than other teeth, right?
Yes, and I call it swab precision, Julie. Yes. If you have a tooth that's off color or an off color tooth, a lot of people have that issue because of the swab. Yeah, you can focus on one particular area to get that tooth to the same shade of white as your other teeth.
All right, Scott DeFalco, you'll look great in the new year and heading into Valentine's Day for whoever's going to kiss you.
I know who's kissing me.
Okay, here's the 800 number. 800-664-0902 is the phone number. Again, right now it's 50% off. The shipping is free. Power swabs is what you're calling about. Scott, thanks for getting us to smile today.
Great to see you as always, Julie. Have a great new year.
We offer a non-opioid, non-narcotic, and most importantly, non-addictive means of dealing with certain mood disorders and chronic pain disorders. At Scenic City Neurotherapy, we are invested in our patient outcomes. We're not here to treat you for the short term. We are committed to following you through to the end of your process. And that looks different for everybody. We are working to help you reclaim your quality of life.
At Wedemark Keith, we have seen just about every on-the-job injury that you can imagine. Injuries that occurred in textile mills, factories, construction job sites, gas explosions, railroad incidents, oil rig accidents. You name it, we have likely seen it. On-the-job injuries in an industrial setting can be devastating and can leave you wondering, what will I do in the future? At Wedemark Keith, we have the answers. Please give us a call today.
Call Wedemark Keith, the name you know and trust.
Chef Lynn Buffet in East Ridge has fully reopened the buffet. Enjoy a large array of delectable dishes like seafood, fresh sushi, and grilled-to-order hibachi. Chef Lynn, the perfect place to visit with family and friends for a delicious lunch, brunch, or dinner. The past few months have not been easy for anyone, but Chef Lynn is so thankful for your support over the past 20 years, even during hard times. Visit us here in East Ridge to continue celebrating all your favorite Chinese dishes. Go see the chef, Chef Lynn.
Technology is part of every part of our lives. Count on Local 3 News to help you make the most of it. I'm Jamie Tucker. I find ways to make your life easier, save cash, and recognize scams. Gadgets, phones, TVs, even appliances. If it's tech, I'm all over it. Making sure you know the shortcuts, the hacks, and trends that make our digital lives easier to manage. Watch What the Tech, weekdays at 5:30, only on Local 3 News.
One of the best things about this area that we call home is how people look out for each other. There are people everywhere who are making a difference locally every day. The unsung heroes who make our local communities even better places to live. At Local 3 News, we share those stories, introducing you to the people who stand up for their neighbors, making our hometowns even better. We hope you'll join us to celebrate these amazing people Fridays on Local 3 News at 6.
So now that you have this cute puppy or maybe a kitten at your home that you're loving every day, the family passing him or her around to love on and enjoy, you want a full and profitable life for this new part of your family, don't you? So we're happy this morning to have Dr. Kathryn Primm on the show. She's with Applebrook Animal Hospital out in Ooltewah. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, thank you.
So I asked you the question about what do you do if you've gotten a puppy for Christmas, and you said, boy, you better really make sure you're in for the commitment. It's a long one.
It is, and a lot of our companion pets can live, a long time. Larger breeds, more like 12, 13 years. Smaller breeds, the oldest dog I've ever treated was 21.
21 for a dog?
So that's a long time, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's past college.
If you're lucky. So let's talk a little bit then, about behaviors, I guess, and understanding that a puppy is like a child, and they're going to go through stages of growth just like a child will. Is that right?
That is right, exactly right, and I don't think everybody realizes that. So they have kind of ages where they're able to learn certain things or where their brain is open. You know how they say like young children can learn a foreign language really well?
Mm-hmm.
So puppies and kittens are kind of like that too.
Okay.
So you want to establish a lot of the behaviors and stuff that you want them to know sort of early on.
Does that mean that routine for a puppy is really important?
Yes, and it also means that you want to expose them to weird stuff. So I tell all of my clients to socialize their puppies and kittens, like for example, to things like people in hats, people in Halloween costumes, people wearing capes, walkers, wheelchairs. Expose them to all kinds of stuff so there's no fear. They never develop fear.
That's a really good point. So, okay, with the puppy, perhaps a little bit more than a cat, but with the puppy, then getting them out these next several weeks and going to the pet store or the dog park or even a walk in the neighborhood, that's really important?
Well, yes, but there is a caveat on that. They are not finished with their vaccination series yet, because they won't be finished according to the American Animal Hospital Association guidelines. They won't be finished until they are 15 to 16 weeks old.
Okay.
So 15 to 16 weeks is also a brain socialization period, so you've got to find that happy place. So if you take them to the pet store, you want to hold them and not set them down on the ground where all the other dogs may or may not be vaccinated have been.
Okay.
So you want to expose them to the things, expose them to the stuff you want to expose them to and not the stuff you don't want to expose them to.
Right.
So I tell all of my clients, if you take them to the dog park, stay in areas where there is direct sunlight, because direct sunlight kills things. So you can find your happy place. You can expose them to stuff and not expose them to other stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense. Okay, what about, and I think this might be, I guess it's true for kittens and puppies, when is the right age to get them spayed and neutered?
Well, that is a very, very good and very complicated question. So studies show that for cats, it doesn't matter quite as much. So the age, I won't spay or neuter one that's less than 3 pounds, and I would prefer they have their adult teeth coming in, which is between 5 and 6 months.
Okay.
So, but it's a little more flexible. But for dogs, there have been some studies, small studies that may or may not be the gospel, but studies have indicated that spaying and neutering too early can create some behavioral and growth and health issues.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
So it kind of depends on the breed a little bit, because they've only studied some breeds. But I find my happy place with that because a lot of my clients don't want to deal with a lot of heat cycles because it's messy and it's difficult in the neighborhood. Dogs all come to your house. Yeah. So I find my place, I don't do it before they start to cut their adult canine teeth as well, between 5 and 6 months.
Okay.
So I won't really do it earlier than that, but we can do it after that. But the longer you wait, the harder the surgery is as well. So.
Okay. So, I mean, some people who've gotten a puppy or a kitten for Christmas, maybe they already have another dog or cat in the house, they have a veterinarian established. If they don't, and this is a first pet, when should they make that initial appointment with the veterinarian?
Right away. right away, because you've just got this new puppy and you have all these questions and you're like a new mom. You need to have that relationship with a veterinarian so you can call and you can say, hey, she did this or she ate that, or you just need to have that relationship right away.
This is a little bit different than a health perspective, but our dog Maddie, we got when she was 4 months old. So she was a little bit developed and kind of set in her ways to a degree. And there are some behavioral things with her that I so wish I could really change. And one of them is she is really afraid, even still, to be brushed. Is that something to begin early?
Yes, and toothbrushing as well.
Yes.
So handling their feet is something that we talk to our new puppy owner, and really kitten owners too, because you got to trim nails. Handling their feet, handling their ears, handling their mouth, teaching them to just be picked up and be held. That kind of stuff, you can't really start too early. So yeah, you're right.
I have heard that too about kittens, that cats have the reputation of being rather aloof. But if you will hold a cat when it's a kitten on a regular basis, that teaches it to trust, and they'll be more cuddly. Is there any science behind that? Or?
Maybe you kind of want to respect a cat's. Cats are not small dogs. We all say that all the time. You kind of want to respect a cat's catdom and let the cat come to you. And some cats are going to want to cuddle, and some cats are not. So you don't want to force the cat to let you hold it, but make yourself available to the cat. Sit in a place that's right there with the cat. Maybe have some treats so the cat learns to come to you and sit on your lap for good stuff.
Treats. Is it worth the investment to buy good quality food?
It is, and good quality treats. And I like the ones that don't have a lot of stuff. Like I like freeze-dried chicken because it's just chicken. And then if there is an allergic issue or if there's something going on, I know that treat was just chicken and we can eliminate it or change it.
Right.
So I like that. Certainly I like high quality premium pet foods, but I encourage everyone to talk with their veterinarian about the pet foods that they recommend, because they're the ones that have seen all the diarrhea cases and what kind of food that those pets were eating.
Right.
So,
do you think pet insurance is a good idea?
I do think pet insurance is a good idea. And when you get it, you have to get it when they're young, because when they are past a certain age, they aren't no longer insurable. So if that is something that you would consider, if you come down the road when they're older and they get, a terrible accident or cancer or something like that, the pet insurance can help offset those costs.
And again, if you discuss it with your veterinarian, y'all know firsthand which ones are worth buying and which ones are not. Is that right?
That is true. And everybody has their favorites, but you want to trust your veterinarian because that's your relationship.
Okay, before I let you run, if you have lots of children at home and you have this new puppy or this new kitten, they all want a chance to squeeze and hug and love. But don't they tend to associate with one owner, or can you have a dog be the whole family dog?
A dog can be the whole family dog. Now, certain breeds, they say, are one-on-one, they like one person and they pick their one person, but that doesn't have to be true because dogs are pack animals, right? So everyone in your family is a part of the pack.
Okay.
So absolutely not true. They can be a family dog.
Okay.
And a family cat.
So everybody has a chance to hold the puppy or the kitten in their lap and love away.
Absolutely.
And that way they all get the chance to say, nope, it's your turn to take them for a walk, right?
Right.
Can't belong to just any one person. So if you want to get in touch with Dr. Primm, if you have that new puppy or kitten under your tree, she's at Applebrook Animal Hospital on Lee Highway in Ottawa. Phone number 238-7387, online applebrookanimal.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
January is Bath Safety Month.